Okay, good morning, everyone. Today we will talk about a very interesting topic, which is called mirror neuron. Mirror neuron therapy. First, we will talk about what is mirror neuron. Okay, to start with, first we will talk why do people involve so deeply with such anger, pain, tensions, or any sports, okay, like football or cricket, okay, or it is not only just about the sports, but we also lose completely at the movies when we watching the movies or we watching any videos, or like some people when they are watching dances. So the question is, what make us like a human to connect with others emotions, others actions, other behavior when we watch them moving, or when we watch them doing something or some actions, or watching them play, or when watch their faces. Okay, so what make us connect with them? This is a very like a very the questions and the field of med and on the field of medicals. So the scientists are working on this theory, and they find out accidentally one of the main neuron inside the human brain, okay, which function is actually to make us connect with other feelings, with other emotions. This neuron was actually discovered accidentally in the monkey by a group of scientists in Italy. They are working with the monkeys, and they monitor their brain activities while the monkey performing the task, like they put some peanut near the monkey, and the monkey put the peanuts. At the same time, they monitor their brain activity during this task. But after that, they put the peanut at some distance from the monkey, and the scientist put the peanuts, not the monkey, only the scientist put the take up the peanuts. At that time, they also monitored the brain activity of the monkey. So when they compare both, so there is like a similar, you can see inside this image, there is somehow similar activity of the what we call it, the brain activity, or inside the activity of the neuron inside the brain. Okay, like here the monkey is putting the peanut here by its own, and here the scientist is putting the peanut while the monkey is sitting next to him. So when we compare the brain activity here, you will find some much similar. So that's why the scientists gave it the name, the monkey see, monkey do neuron. Okay, uh, but because they discovered in the monkey, so the scientists gave it the name monkey see, monkey do neuron. But later on, this activity was also discovered, was also examined in the human, and was found it is not only present in the monkeys, but it is also present in the humans also. So that's why after that they put the name mirror neuron, because the scientists conclude that the human brain actually mirror the activity that see inside the brain. Okay, like when you see someone are doing dancing, and you are also a professional dancer, so you are also your brain, you are also dancing inside your brain. Okay, physically you are stable, but you are dancing inside the brain. So this was the little bit about this experiment. Now let's talk about the what we call the little bit theory, like what is mirror neuron. It is a special type of neuron. Its activity, like its activity mirror the world around us and make us feel it and act accordingly. Okay, where do mirror neuron come from? Like inside the brain, where is the mirror neuron actually located? According to this research, they discovered that the mirror neuron is located here in the ventral prefrontal cortex. It is present on the both side, left side and right side, and they call the area F5. Okay. mirror neuron and actions. Okay, this according to this articles or this study, they conclude that when observed actions, when someone observe any action, it facilitates corticospinal tract specific to the muscle used to execute the observed actions. Okay, like if someone is putting a bottle, okay, and the other one is just seeing it, so the same type of activity is present, nearly same type of activity inside the brains of during both these tasks. When this was the same experiment performed, like the monkey is taking the peanut, and here the scientist is taking the peanut. When you compare the brain activity, so it is somehow similar. Okay, when the monkey grasped the food itself and when it observed the examiner grasping the food. So mirror neuron and perception and action, like mirror neuron is not only involved in the observing the actions of someone, but it also involved in the perceptions of the activity. Like for example, this was a study done in 2005. Calliomero and his colleagues put professional ballet and capoeira dancers and some non-dancer control individual into functional MRI brain scanners. Okay, and what they conclude, then the researchers showed the dancing video of both the ballet dance and capoeira dance movement. Both set of movement involved male dancing during spin, kicks, and leap. Like these were the activities of these dances, like the ballet dances that are mostly performed on the tip of the toes, and this was some movements performed during this dance. So from this study, they conclude that when the dancers watch movement from their own area of expertise, like the professional dancers, the area of their brain associated with the planning and making movement more substantially more active. Like the area that are involved in the movement of the limbs, the movement of the arms that are specific to that dance. So these areas were activated. And there is a high activity in this side, this brain, while this patient was just lying down in the functional MRI scanner machines, not performing any actions, but their brain is still dancing. So the dancers pursued by activating the movement, planning and control portion of their brain, although their feet are still, but their brain were dancing. So what are you thinking? So the mirror neuron is not only involved in your action and your perceptions, but also your thinking. So when we see in movies like a romantic scene, so we also feel inside we are like a romantic situations. Okay, this is all because of mirror. Or if we see some scene about someone is crying or someone is dying in the movies, or some any injurious part, so we also cry with the actors. So this is how we respond to the surrounding according to the mirror neuron. Like happy, when you see the happy, this was the one study that was actually done on the humans. They put the subject or the humans healthy participant inside the functional MRI and show them the different faces: angry face, happy face, confused face, and smiling face. And they and the first time they asked the individual to win the same the face that we show you, you will also make the face accordingly. If we say it, if you show the face of smiling face, so you also smile. So during each picture, they monitor or record the brain activity of the participant. After that, they ask them that you will not make a face according to the images, but you just only see the image. Okay, when they show the image and the participant only see the image, at that time they also monitor and record the brain activities by the functional or and the patient lying inside the functional MRI. So when they compare, this is somehow similar. So they conclude that the mirror neuron not only observe the actions and record but it's also involved in some like the facial expressions or like the feelings of someone's. So that's why when we see the football match or any cricket match, So we are too much involved in this because our brain is playing with the players. Okay, our brain is actually also participated inside the field. So when our favorite team do a goal, so the brain responds that I made the goal. So that's why we do too much like feelings like yes, yes, and so on. So this is what the mirror neuron functions. Okay, so there is a one questions that mostly come about the people is like they are blind. If the people is who are blind, so they cannot see, so how their mirror neuron functions. So they, according to the one study, like the done in the functional MRI, when a blind individuals they process, they can come to the conclusion by one of the study that when the blind individual they were given a description of a something, right, about the some event or something, so they process the auditory description of an action in the same region that contain mirror neuron in signal, and the like in the sighted individual who have the visually not impaired, who have visually intact person. So the same mirror active, so the same area is activated in both of these individuals. So it's not just only rely on our vision, it's rely on our every our every sensory input, like for example the auditory or the touch sensation. So the how the information is processed to the brain, so the mirror neuron act accordingly. And mm, so the neuron help us to tune and to others feelings. Okay, that is what we call empathy. So the research concluded that there is a part in our brain, like there is some part in our brain whose job is to live in other people bodies, other people minds, and actually behave accordingly what the other people think and what other people behave. So this theory, actually this theory was put and can be put in a treatment. For example, for the treatment of the stroke patients, when we ask them, for example, if they are doing any actions, they are doing any movement, so we record their movement, we can record their movement and see them that look, this is your errors. So when they see it, it will be automatically transfer to the brain, and the mirror neuron will send the signals to the correspondent area, and it will be helpful in correction of their own movement. So that's why the mirror neuron theory was put into the practice, especially in the neurological rehabilitations of the patients, to make them recover quickly, especially the stroke patient, to make them recover quickly and more efficiently by following or seeing their own movement or the movement of the other persons. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have learned a lot from this, and hope to see you in the next video, and please subscribe for the channel.